What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Warmaster back again in today's episode of Hearts of Iron 4 Achievement. And today we're doing Race for Germany. So Race for Germany is pretty easy, to be honest. It's not really that hard. So I'm going to show you guys the basic first, and then we're going to go through with all the guys and walk through all together. But first, let's just wait for this loading screen to be done anytime soon now. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Just hurry up, my man. Okay, so first go to your focus tree and then go to the path of Maximilianism, and then go to the center and then go to socialism in one country, and then you will get the archetype of this one here, because this one is only 35 days. This one is also 35 days, so plus it all together, both are 140 days, and you will get around 200 political power. By doing that, you can manually justify on Yugoslavia and Poland. Why do we need to justify on Yugoslavia and Poland? Well, it's pretty easy. Because first of all, you want to take all of Poland so that you can get all the factories. And when you justify on Yugoslavia, the thing is, France will no longer guarantee Yugoslavia after 37 on March or April. So by then your justification will be done on May. So meaning you will be able to declare war on Poland and Yugoslavia at the same time, and Czechoslovakia and Romania, both of them will join the war. So you will split the troop into half, one in the front line in Romania and the one is front line at Poland. And all you need to do is use your tanks and slice through all of Poland, take out Czechoslovakia, Romania and Yugoslavia. So these are the tricks. It's pretty easy, by the way, but if you justify on Poland first, then United Kingdom will guarantee the nation. So what I recommend is that you justify on Yugoslavia, and then you justify on Poland, and then you cancel the justification on Yugoslavia, and then you justify again, so that both will be done in 350 days, so that you will not raise any war tensions. And by raising war tensions, you will be able to go to war economy, which is a really good thing. You don't need to send attaché to Spain or whatever. And also, you will get a lot of industries in the early games, and you will wait at least until 1941 or 42 or 40 to defeat the German Reich, which is really easy for this achievement. And also, what I recommend is go for industry first, like this, and then max out all your civilian factories, mostly in bigger areas like Leningrad and Stalingrad, and make sure that you build your factories on the area that have 60% max infrastructure, so that they will be really build faster for you. Okay, and now we're gonna go to the war with Poland and all the other states. Okay, so now you annex Yugoslavia. So you got Poland, Czechoslovakia, Romania, and Yugoslavia, meaning you have a huge advantages, especially when it comes to fighting the war. So what I recommend is that you build 15 width division. The reason why we're building 15 width division is that you can save a lot of supply system, you can save a lot of guns, you can never be worried about how the supply is going to be. So this is my design for the 15 width templates. You guys can use whatever you want. Hopefully this is a new meta because it's really good, and I'm putting AA for the anti-air against the German Luftwaffe. So it's going to be really easy for this one. And when you're done, I recommend recruiting about 120 division, because having 130 or 40 isn't enough fighting against the German Reich. So I would recommend another 120. But I think my end of the game, I got like 400 division to 300 division. So around that number, I think it's good enough. And here I want to show you guys here somewhere. Remember, when you having the advantage of this map, Hungary and Bulgaria will soon join the Axis. And what I recommend is that you put your troops on the sidelines at Germany, not at Czechoslovakia. The reason is because at Czechoslovakia there's no proper supply hub. So when you're fighting against them, immediately you will be surrounded, because it's a narrow pocket, it's really small, and besides they are using a lot of forts to defend. So what I recommend is defend against Hungary, and don't try to attack Hungary. Hungaries have a huge advantage, and that is river. If they're fighting alone, then it's fine, but they are fighting with Germany, they have the huge advantages, and Germany will use Hungary's narrow line out here to cut us off from the Balkans. So what I recommend is that push your troops back, retreat back to Yugoslavia, wait until you have the initial attack through Germany, and Germany will try to ask for Sudetenland, so give it to them. Don't try to attack because it will ruin the achievement. What I recommend is that you give them Sudetenland here, right here. Yeah, just give them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. And when you're done, build a lot of troops, hold them at the Balkans, and then try to cut them off at Königsberg, and also annex 3 the Baltic states, Lithuania, and the other one is 2 more, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. So 3 of them are the main guy. Because if you don't annex them, first you will not get any free military factories and civilian factories, and you will have a bad positioning fighting Germans at Königsberg, and it will push you really hard. So that's what I recommend, is try your best to take out the 3 Baltic states as early as possible, and then when it reached 1939 or late 1938, I recommend building all military factories. It will be easy, it will reduce a lot of times and give you the edge of building air force, because our goal is going for mass assault and just infantry and air. So I'm going mass mobilization with battlefield support for my air. So that's pretty easy here. Moreover, don't forget to use spies. Build spy networks in Berlin, and then prepare collaboration government. And you can see here Germany is attacked. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pushing at Albania. Okay, I'm also having troops in the Balkans. You can see it's a really good position. But if you attack Hungary, oh my god, that's going to be a pain in the ass. The reason for that, because Hungary has a huge river here. Okay, those rivers are a menace. So what I recommend is that you will go try to take them slowly. If it works, take them, but if it doesn't work, then I don't recommend taking Hungary at all. You will see how it affects a lot of the gameplays when you try to force attack on Hungary. And you can see I'm also making a fallback line at the border between Germany and the Soviet Union and Hungary. You can see right there. I'm doing that because I want to avoid my initial retreat and attack. And you can see I'm also pushing at Königsberg, and you can see a lot of troops are pushing through Germany. It's way faster because you don't give them Poland, because if you give them Poland, they will have a lot of factories to build their troops, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. So I don't recommend doing that, by the way. So just enjoy the video, the final push for that one. Okay, so you can see that I'm preparing for my final pushes. So when you have a lot of division, let's say 300 division or 400 division, also don't forget to do the focus tree that would heal your troops, the debuff. And I'm pushing for my final push. You can see I'm lacking a lot of air, even though I'm building a lot of planes every day, but I'm lacking a lot of air. And you can see at Czechoslovakia, pushing at Czechoslovakia is a big mistake. The reason for that, they have a lot of forts. Those forts can be really defensive at some point. You can see I'm only pushing at Germany. I'm not pushing at Hungary. I'm not pushing at the Balkans. I'm just make sure that my line stays safe, because at the Balkans, at mostly in Hungary, those are bad terrain. And even though you have enough supply, it's still gonna be the worst one, because I don't recommend doing that. And also use your tank, the tank from the early game. Most of the time we'll just push them using Zhukov, because Zhukov is actually good, and you can just take them out. It's pretty easy. It's not really that bad. And I'm doing some effort and fighting against the Germans, and I think the achievement would be done really soon. Just a few more minutes, and I think it's probably the easiest one, because I don't really want to wait until 1945 or something. It's gonna be really hard, and it's not worth it. And yeah, you can see Germany is falling apart. Yeah, and we are pushing, and I think the achievement is going to be fire in a few minutes. We'll see about that. I think I remember in right now, like, just give it a moment. And Germany is gonna be annexed really soon. Okay. See? Pretty easy, right? Race for Germany. Easy. Liberation of Paris. Because no one is fighting, it's only us, and then you have the edge of fighting with Italy. You can see Italy front line is way open, and the reason why you're able to do that is that you use your collaboration government, and that's going to be easy. You can see, yeah, it just finished Hungary and Italy later. You don't want to fight Romania, you don't want to fight Slovakia. Those cars are crazy, by the way. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you do, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for another HOI4 achievement.